I'm Chef Derek St. Romain, and my career is built around food. I'm an executive chef, a hunter, and an avid fan of all things food. I started out in some of the most famous restaurants in New Orleans before Katrina blew me up to North Carolina. Now I'm the head chef at the Duke Diet and Fitness Center and the regional coordinator for Backyard Bow Pro, an organization uniting farmers and hunters in the fight against hunger. Whether I'm running a professional kitchen or manning the grill at home, cooking's my passion. And today, I'm gonna cook with you. So let's get going. Today, we're starting out in Ingles, getting all the ingredients to make my prosciutto wrapped shrimp. Here's what we need. 1 pound, 8 to 10 count tail-on shrimp or prawn, the largest shrimp you can find. Ingles pre-sliced prosciutto or prosciutto sliced for you right at the deli. 10 cloves of garlic, slivered thin. 1 can water chestnut. 1 bunch basil leaves. Olive oil, salt and pepper, and sriracha sauce. And for the blackberry wine sauce, 1/4 cup red wine, 1/8 of a cup balsamic glaze, 1 package fresh blackberries. Remember, all this is on the website at ingles-markets.com, so you can print a list and take it with you or pull it up on your smartphone when you're at the store. Now let's get cooking. All right, welcome to the Crest Center in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. This is where we hold a bunch of our Backyard Bow Pro events. And today, we're gonna show you how to cook prosciutto wrapped shrimp right here on the grill. So let's get started. First, we're gonna place a pre-sliced cut of prosciutto right on our cutting board. Then we're gonna take one of our shrimp, which we're gonna leave the tail on. You can get those just like that at Ingles in the butcher department, in the seafood department. Add a sliver of garlic. We'll have 2 pieces of water chestnuts and 1 leaf of basil. Place that right on top. We'll take 2 drops of our sriracha, which is a garlic chili paste. Wrap the prosciutto around the shrimp. And place a skewer through the whole thing. And we'll set those on the side and finish the rest of our shrimp. This prosciutto wrapped shrimp recipe is a great recipe. It's very simple, everything you can get right at your local Ingles. And it's something fancy that's not very hard to do and will impress your guests. It's got a great flavor profile with your fresh herbs, and your sriracha gives it a nice kick. Now, if you like spicy foods, by all means, add 3 or 4 drops of sriracha to it, but watch out, it will get really hot on you. Now, your prosciutto is in your meat department, in your deli department, and they'll either have it pre-packaged, or you can get a higher end cut that they'll slice for you. And what I did, I had them slice a 1/2 pound of prosciutto for me, had them slice it pretty thick so it doesn't burn up on the grill. And they can do the same thing for you. Just walk up and ask your deli associate, and they'll take care of you. And you'll also notice they'll have pancetta, different hams, and I like prosciutto because it holds up better on the grill. The shrimp we have today are 8 to 10 count shrimp. They're local, harvested North Carolina shrimp, and they are fresh, never frozen. You can walk up right to your seafood department. You can buy as many or as little as you like. I got a pound of these, and they are beautiful. Just look how plump and fresh, right from the coast of North Carolina. This recipe you'll see at a lot of your high-end spring weddings. You'll notice they'll be passed, put on platters, and served to your guests, just as we're doing it here. And you can do the same thing and impress your friends. And the flavor is just incredible. You'll see when it's finished. The presentation is beautiful. The flavor profile is just out of this world, and it is easy because you can get everything right there at your local Ingles. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these, and then we'll place them on the grill. One other tip, you might notice I have my skewers soaking in water. Make sure you do that. Place them in the water about 20 minutes ahead of time. That way they don't catch on fire when you put them on the grill. It'll allow your shrimp to cook all the way, and your skewers will stay just the way they are now. Now, if you have metal skewers, obviously you don't have to do that. All right, so I went ahead and wrapped up 8 of these. What we're gonna do is our last step, place it in the bowl, Hit it with a little olive oil, a little salt and pepper, and then we're ready to go on the grill. Listen to that sizzle. Mm. All right, when you're cooking the shrimp, when you place them on the grill, put them on the hottest part of the grill first, which is going to be on about medium to medium high. You're going to cook for 2 or 3 minutes, and then you're going to move them over to the lowest temperature part of the grill, preferably in the back, and let them cook the rest of the way. It should take between 6 to 10 minutes total. You don't want the prosciutto to burn. All right, we're going to top the shrimp with a blackberry red wine sauce. And basically we're going to take red wine, a balsamic glaze, and blackberries, mix them together and just let them set. Once the shrimp are finished cooking, we'll top it with that, and then you're finished. While the shrimp are finished and cooking on the grill, I'm going to show you how to make a really simple sauce to go on top. So simple, all you're doing is mixing 3 ingredients. We're going to take our balsamic glaze that I bought at Ingles, put about 1 ounce of that in the bottom of the bowl. You don't want to use too much because it's really strong. Pick a red wine that you like to drink, whether it be a Shiraz, a Merlot, something sweet. We're going to put about 1/4 cup of that into the bowl. And then 1 package of blackberries. Get right at your produce section in your Ingles. Pour those in, and we're just going to mash everything together. You'll let it sit while the shrimp are finished cooking, and then we're going to place it all on top, and you'll be ready to eat. I really like making this sauce with this recipe because you got the saltiness of the prosciutto, you got the bulkiness of the shrimp, and you got the heat from the sriracha. All that playing with the garlic, the basil, and the water chestnut coming in with this sauce. You're not going to use a whole lot. It's just going to accompany the flavor. You don't want to overpower the flavor with the blackberry sauce. So you're just going to add a little bit of this to the top of the shrimp. It's going to make it beautiful, and it's going to make all those flavors combine and just be a wonderful flavor on your palate. So one thing that chefs depend on is tasting things. Whether you're a chef in your own kitchen, in a restaurant, in a catering company, you always have to taste your food. I strongly suggest that with this sauce. If you have a little too much wine, it could be a little too acidic, too much balsamic glaze, it could be too sweet. But that's just perfect. So let's go check on our shrimp. All right. So before you serve this to your guests, be sure to take the skewers out. They slide right out of the shrimp, nice and easy, and won't affect any of the presentation. And look at that. Look how beautiful that sauce is on top of those shrimp. The flavors that you're going to get when you get that fresh basil, the garlic, the shrimp, that balsamic glaze mixed in there with that red wine, is just phenomenal. So we're out of time for today, but I want to thank you so much for joining me here at the Ingles table. Remember, you can find this recipe, videos, photos, and more on the website at ingles-markets.com. Until next time, see you online.